Welcome back to the Pig Trail Show. Time to talk some football now with our Otis Kirk joining us. And of course, all about recruiting as we get ready for that signing period next month. A big time, 2 commits this week for Arkansas. And we're going to start with J.T. Towers out of Joe T. Robinson.
Yeah, he's a linebacker. The thing about him, Alyssa, is he played quarterback, at his former school, Glen Rose, till he transferred over to Joe T. for his senior year. And the transfer, the move obviously paid off in the fact that he moved to linebacker and got a scholarship to Arkansas. Got several scholarship offers, but chose, as soon as he got the one to Arkansas, he committed on the spot. The big thing about him is it's just how active he is. He had 171 tackles this year. 105 of those were solos. 47 tackles for losses. 47 tackles for losses. That's a bunch of tackles for losses. Then 11 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. He helped the Senators win the state championship. They've been getting to the semifinals and the finals. Well, they got over the hump this year, and he played a big role in that. They obviously had a lot of talent, and a bunch of them came together. Everything came together for him, but JT was definitely part of that state championship team.
The second guy they had commit this week is Jerry Jacobs. He's a junior transfer out of Hutchinson Community College, but he was at Arkansas State before he went to community college.
No, he went to Hutchinson Community College, then went to Arkansas State. So
okay.
He's a grad transfer.
Gotcha.
No, you got it. He's at, and I think I misled you before we went there. I misunderstood, but he was at Arkansas State. Played 1 year at Hutchinson for Coach Rhodes. Played 2 years at Arkansas State. Got hurt in the Georgia game this year, tore his ACL. So he was out for the season. Still had 21 tackles in just a little over 3 games. So. Played a great role. If anyone hasn't seen the video of him breaking up the touchdown pass against Georgia, they need to watch that. It's impressive. This kid's 5'11", 204 pounds or so. He's got a chance to play immediately. He got a chance to make an impact, not just play. He will play, but he's got a chance to play a lot of snaps immediately at Arkansas, and he'll have a couple of years here to play. And very impressive kid, and he was one of the best players on that team, and then he got hurt, so that hurt him some. But he's coming over here. He's originally from Georgia. I tell you, Sam Pittman and his staff are really making their presence known in the state of Georgia. And he was at Kennesaw, Georgia, and then, like I said, Coach Rhodes recruited him to Hutchinson, and he was a qualifier. So he only he played 1 year there, but he played 2 years, and so he plays a position of need at cornerback, and he's a true cover guy, and he's played against some good competition, so he'll do well, and it was a great pickup for the Hogs.
Well, Sam and his staff have a lot of guys coming in before that signing day in February. One of those guys, a 5-star commit to Georgia, but he's an offensive tackle, and of course with Sam Pittman coming over from Georgia, Broderick Jones could be an option.
Well, yeah, and he committed to Georgia in large part because of Sam. So Sam, it's the kid that didn't sign early. Sam didn't, like Tate Ratledge that was committed to Georgia from down. Sam told him to stick with Georgia, but this kid was going to take other visits, didn't sign with Georgia. Broderick didn't. So, Sam's obviously going to recruit him. He's not going like raiding their commitment list, but if a kid's going to take other visits, Arkansas has knocked out
Why
Tennessee.
not come?
Yeah, knocked out Tennessee next weekend. Then he'll visit Georgia and Auburn after that. But he's 6'6", 300 pounds, well, like I said, he's a top 20 consensus player with the recruiting services, not offensive lineman. I'm talking about player. He's like 16th, 18th, and 18th or 19th. He's in the top 20 of all of ESPN, 24/7, and Rivals. So, he's just a big-time player, obviously. Type kid that you probably will have for 3 years. You never know with kids that could get hurt or something, but talent-wise, he's everything that you're looking for in an offensive tackle. And he's, like I said, he's got the size, and he's got the talent. He's the complete package, and if Sam could pull him in, that'd be one heck of a pickup. All
right, next up, Art Green, a corner out of Hutchinson Community College.
Another one of Coach Rhodes' guys that he recruited, and this one is at Hutchinson, and he's got 3 schools left to visit in January, and Arkansas will get that 24th visit, not the 17th, but they'll get 24th. they had a lineman, defensive end, go to Iowa State, and that's one of his friends, and he's going to visit there next weekend, and then he will visit Arkansas, and then he'll finish up at Illinois. And but with Coach Rhodes here, you got to think Arkansas's got a pretty good chance at him. But Art's 6'2", 200, a little about 203 or 204 pounds. So he's a kid that physical that you need to go up against these wide receivers that you will see in the SEC. And he's an impact recruit too. He's a 4-star. It just shows you the type kids that they're recruiting some bigger corners. They're trying to get away from the smaller guys because it's a matchup nightmare to go against those bigger guys if you're a small corner. And so Arkansas is getting some guys that are bigger and not just taller, but more physical, where they can play more press. Make it tough on those receivers to get off that line, because once they get off, the receiver usually has an advantage because he knows where he's going. And so the defensive back doesn't. But I think that you'll see Arkansas make a strong push there, and will he get him? We'll just have to see. That's why the kid's taking his visits, but Arkansas has Coach Rhodes in their corner that this kid's familiar with from coaching him up there at Hutch, and so got to like Arkansas's chances.
Well, of course, school's starting here soon, and there's the team meeting because Sam Pittman's got those early signees who have already enrolled, and guys who are going to start going to meetings and be a part of this team. Yeah,
Jacobs is one of those, and then of course you've got Blaintoe from Hazen will be there, or is here. Darren Turner, kid that play wide receiver or safety. Blaine, of course, defensive lineman. Kellen Burley is a linebacker from Louisiana. Harvey Helen Cox High School down there. Julius Coates is a junior college defensive end, 6'6", 270 from East Mississippi, that started out his career at tight end at another junior college, transferred to East Mississippi. And then, of course, you've got Miles Slusher, another 4-star defensive back. Seems like that's kind of being a theme with our talking about recruiting, is talking about 4-star defensive backs. So you can tell what kind of priority they're putting on getting some guys back there. And of course, Miles is from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, was probably one of the early signing prizes of that early signing period. But that's those 6 kids, and then there'll be a preferred walk-on will be announced later today or tomorrow, whenever he announces. He's here and going into the meetings too. So but he wanted me to wait till he announced. So obviously I'll do that. But anyway, that's a good pickup too. So there'll be 7 new recruits there, at least 7. There's probably more, but I mean, 7 players that we know about, recruits.
Well, it's an exciting time right now for Sam Pittman and his staff. Of course, the next couple of weeks as we get to that February signing day. Coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about Dre Greenlaw heating up the NFL. Much more on Dre when the Pig Trail returns.